Welcome to HN eLearning in Business. We're now going to work our way through the features and functions of the online program. We're going to start with some of the course tools for study and communication, which are located in the toolbar. First of all, we're going to move into the Module Administration area. Here, you can set general settings and preferences of the course, enabling or disabling certain tools you may or may not want to use, and schedule the calendar. There's also a Course Enrollment tab for viewing all students within the course, and a Group Management tab, which allows you to create groups of students within your course. The Gradebook is a feature that allows you to store and monitor your students' performance over their progress, on exams and quizzes they've taken over the course, as well as allowing you to upload the grades they might have achieved in written work that has been marked manually. The Gradebook has several different views. The first is a straightforward aggregate of students and their grades, and the second allows you to look at user activity. And user activity charts the amount of time a student has spent in a particular part of the course. So if we just go into one example, we can see how much time they spent across different areas. Next, we'll have a look at the email function, which allows you to email your students directly and vice versa, all within the platform of the course. And here, you can also set up groups of students for individual tutors to monitor. Here with the live area, we have a chat room, which allows you to have online discussions with your students. Document sharing is a really useful tool that allows tutors and students to upload documents and for anybody to update and amend these documents. So a live document shared across for tutors and students alike. Now we'll look at the Dropbox, an area for students to upload their assignments. This works similarly to email with an in and out box. Students upload their assignments into the Dropbox. The tutors collect them, grade them, and then posts back for pickup once marked. Next, we'll look at the Journal feature. This is a tool that allows students to reflect on their learning and make a note of their thoughts as they progress through the course. The journal can be set up in one of two ways, either for students to keep a private journal for only themselves, or for sharing with tutors to monitor students' reflections on their learning. But the journal is not used for students to share comments with any other students. Next, we have the Webliography, which is a useful tool for students and tutors to be able to log a list of useful websites and annotate those entries. Again, these are shared right across the tutor and student body enrolled onto the course. There's also a powerful technical support tool within the platform, where students and tutors can reach out to technical support 24/7, either through an online chat tool or by email. And there's an extremely comprehensive help function that gives students and tutors a whole range of information and advice on how to use the platform. And they can either search through for particular questions, or they can browse just to educate themselves on the best way of doing things. So, let's look at the learning materials. We'll start off in the Course Home section, and we'll go to the Syllabus button, which will give tutors and students a copy of the BTEC syllabus for this particular unit. In Student Support, they're provided with a guide on getting started, which will give them a good overview of both the content within the program as well as the course tools. And having seen the student guide, we'll now go and look at the content itself. I'm just going to pick one of the topics as an example. There are about 5 or 6 study sessions within each of these topics, and we'll just look at one of these to indicate the content that is available. This is one of the study sessions within the topic entitled Market Types, and we'll just choose this first one on different market types. This opens up a new window, and this is the environment in which students are going to read through their study session. We'll see the different types of material that students are going to be exposed to. So let's first have a look at one of the study sessions. And here, we'll view some of the key pieces of content, one of those being an e-book that forms a significant part of each of the units' worth of study. And an e-book is presented in a format which allows students to highlight and annotate the text. And those annotations will be saved for future use and also take students directly from the learning environment into the page they require. We'll now work our way through and navigate the rest of this session, where you'll see that the e-book readings are interspersed with short passages of reading, graphic material and interactivities which the students can study in their own time, and to which they are given feedback. I'll now move on to the end of each of the study sessions, which conclude with a summary, and beyond that, a progress review. A progress review is multiple choice, or a true-false quiz, which gives immediate feedback to the students and allows them to see the answers. Following the study sessions, there's a sequence of other activities, and the first of these we'll look at is the case study. The case study is usually a narrative, but may also be a video. And in this case, there's both a text-based case study and a video. And for each of the case studies, we also provide an assignment worksheet with free response questions which students can then also submit through the Dropbox tool to their tutor for grading. Let's close the case and open the next item of content, a discussion forum. 2 discussion questions have been loaded into the discussion forum for each topic, and these pose questions to the students to which they respond in a threaded discussion, both with text responses, and they can also upload material and files if they wish to do so. These discussions are moderated and overseen by the tutor. Let's move to the next item of content, which is the topic review. The topic review is a set of self-assessment questions that students can work through, having studied the topic as a whole, and having answered those, they submit the responses for grading, and an automatic response will come back to them, and their grade will be logged in the gradebook. The last section of each topic is entitled Explore More. This provides an annotated set of further readings so that students can further their study of this particular topic. These are split into key texts, research-based or journal articles and online sources. The last sections of the content to look at here are firstly a glossary of key terms with their definitions and a set of references for the particular unit. And the final section is another access point to reach the e-text of the unit. And we'll now close by looking at the teaching and assessment resources. And these are listed out on a page here, starting with a guide for tutors on getting started on the course and its content. There's a much more extensive teaching and assessment guide which supports teachers in their use of key areas of the content, in providing details of the unit specification, the scheme of work, a summary and guideline answers for case studies, and also for the discussion questions posed in the discussion forum. There's a set of student activities that have been designed for tutors to use at the start of class to introduce the students to each particular topic, And there's a sample assignment which covers the content and learning outcomes and assessment criteria of the unit as a whole. There's also a set of PowerPoint slides which accompany the e-text that's provided as part of the learning resources of the unit, and these are aimed at tutors for them to use as they see fit during the delivery of the programme. And the final link in this section allows you to download all of the files that we've just been looking at in one go. So we've reviewed the course tools and the study tools within the platform. And we've reviewed the learning materials and teaching materials that have been loaded.